Welcome to another episode of Johnny Talks Football. Today we'll talk about my NFL Week 8 predictions. I'm going to get started with the Thursday night game. By the way, we do have some great divisional matchups this week. Anything can happen in a division game. So let's get started with the Dolphins and Patriots. Thursday night's game, I like the Patriots to win by about 14 points. I really think Tom Brady is going to throw 4 or 5 touchdown passes. I think probably 2 of them are going to go to Gronk, 1 to Edelman, and probably 1 to Dion Lewis. Probably one of those first and goal from the 5, like a screen pass. Something like that. The Lions and the Chiefs. Now this game is in London, so anything can happen in a different country or a neutral site. I like the Lions in this one. I think Calvin Johnson will have 2 touchdowns in this game, and he'll get back on track as the statistical wise. Buccaneers and Falcons. So this is a great running back battle between Doug Martin of the Buccaneers and the Falcons with Devonta Freeman. I just think the Falcons have too much offense, better than the Buccaneers. I like the Falcons by 13 points. Cardinals and Browns. I like the Cardinals defense in this one. I truthfully don't think the Cardinals offense needs to do much. I think the defense is probably going to get maybe 2 turnovers, maybe a pick 6, fumble recovery for a touchdown, maybe even a kickoff or punt return. Who knows? 49ers and the Rams. I like the Rams in this one. The 49ers are just struggling the last 2 years, and I kind of think that Colin Kaepernick is going to get benched sometime soon. Whether it's this week or next week, week after that, I think he'll get benched. And also next year, I don't think he's going to be with the 49ers. I think he's going to be with a whole new team. A whole nother team. Probably, maybe even the Bears, if the Bears want to get rid of Jay Cutler, or even maybe the Texans, or even the Redskins, or even the Jets, or maybe the Broncos if Peyton Manning really retires at the end of the year. Or he'll probably be a backup somewhere, maybe a backup for Pittsburgh or Miami or Kansas City, who knows. Giants and the Saints. I like the Saints to win this one. It's in the Metrodome, and the Saints have won 2 in a row. I like them to make it 3. Vikings and Bears. I like the Chicago Bears in this one. I think Matt Forte and Alshon Jeffrey will be the difference in this one. So Bears by 7. Chargers and Ravens. I like the Chargers in this one. I think they're going to get back to where they were against Green Bay on offensive-wise. Defensive-wise, I think they'll probably get maybe an early turnover, early momentum, and never look back. Bengals and the Steelers. Now, according to reports, Ben Roethlisberger should be able to play in this one, but even if he does, he can look for Antonio Brown or Martavius Bryant or Heath Miller. I just think the Bengals have too much talent for Pittsburgh. I like the Bengals to pick up a 23-20 victory to remain undefeated. Now the Titans and the Texans. Now both these teams are desperate to get a win to maintain a decent spot in the division. Both these teams are desperate for a win. The Texans have struggled all season long. The Titans have struggled ever since week 1. This is basically choosing between a team to get a win versus a team that's going to keep struggling. But I like the Texans to win this one. I like them to win 17-13. Texans to get their second win of the season. The Jets and the Raiders. Now I'm going to pick the New York Jets in this one. I think the Jets defense is too good with Darrelle Revis leading the charge on defense. And plus it looks like the Jets also have the number 2 defense in the NFL. And I think the Raiders are having a good season. They're not doing too bad. I mean, they're doing better than I thought. But I just think the Jets' defense is too good, and plus the Jets have the running game of Chris Ivory to back him up on offense. Ryan Fitzpatrick has the weapons with Brandon Marshall and Eric Decker and Jeremy Curley. I like the Jets to pick up a solid 31-20 victory. Next matchup, we have the Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys. Now, I just read somewhere that Dez Bryant is probably going to play in this one despite any setbacks. But even if he does, I just think Seattle has too much offense to compete with Dallas. Like, the Seahawks, the offense is just too talented with Russell Wilson, Marshawn Lynch, Jimmy Graham. I like the offense to get back on track. I like the Seahawks to win by about 10 points, even though it's in AT&T Stadium. I think Matt Castle or Brandon Whedon, whoever's going to start at quarterback, is going to struggle against the Legion of Boom. So I like the Seahawks to win that one. And before I get to the next game, I just realized I messed up. I said the Texans only have one win on the season. They're looking for the second. Actually, I just looked that up. They actually have 2 wins on the season, so I feel bad I messed that up, so my apologies. Now the next one's a Sunday night game, the Green Bay Packers and the Denver Broncos. I'm actually going to come back to that one, do the Monday night game first, because the Sunday night game is more hype than the Monday night game is. So the Monday night game is the Colts and Panthers. I like the Panthers to remain undefeated after this week. I like them to beat the Colts by a solid 7 points. Cam Newton has so many weapons to choose from, but he's got to get Devin Funchess going. I mean, Devin Funchess has got to make a play. He's got to make a play every sooner or later. So this could be a good start for him. Even if he doesn't, Cam Newton still has Greg Olsen to throw to. And Corey Brown, I think it's Philly Brown. I don't really know. I haven't paid attention much to NFL teams that aren't in my area because I have to suck for the same teams every week, being in the Midwest. So there's a Panthers fan that's out there just magically watching this video. If you can comment all the weapons Cam Newton has, I would appreciate that. Anyway, back to the Sunday night game, the Packers and Broncos. Now, I like this to be an offensive battle, but I think the Packers are going to actually win by 10 points because I think the Packers' offense is probably going to exploit the Broncos' defense, expose their weaknesses, because the Broncos' defense has only helped Peyton Manning for so long. I mean, Peyton Manning has really struggled this season, and the Broncos are probably 5 or 6 plays away from being 0-6. That's how kind of bad it is. The defense has just been helping Peyton Manning this whole time. I think it stops right now. I like Green Bay to win by 10 points, 45-35. I think the Broncos defense is actually going to do good early, but then Aaron Rodgers is going to light it up in the second half. Packers all the way in that one. And that's your video. Sorry it was longer than normal. I kind of had a lot more I wanted to go more into detail on the picks. Also, if you can subscribe to my channel, that'd be great. As of right now, it looks like I have 55 subscribers, and I'm pretty happy with that. My goal is to have at least 50 by this point, so I feel like I accomplished something. Anyway, enjoy your weekend, enjoy your day, and I'll see you next time.